Yo, so in this video we are on La Palma, one of the Canary Islands, and we want to give you some insights into fruit availability, fruit prices, fruit seasons, anything you need to know as a traveling fruit fanatic like ourselves. So we're here on La Palma. It's one of the 7 Canary Islands. It's one of the smaller islands, and it's not as developed as some of the bigger ones. But still, the infrastructure is good. You got everything you need. There's a couple of small cities almost, I mean towns maybe, and you pretty much get anything you need. Even if you want to go to the cinema or something like that, you can still do that. There's a library, you know, those kind of things. Really nice people here, a lot of German people actually, so that's good because German people are into organic food and stuff like that.
And in terms of fruit availability, it's actually pretty easy. There's several fruit shops and actually a lot of organic shop where all the Germans are doing their thing. And also in Los Llanos, which is one of the 2 cities, there's every Sunday there's a really big farmers market, which is really good.
And there's also farmers markets all over the islands in the different places, pretty much every weekend, like once a week, so you could get local produce.
And there's also a small like flea market where people sell some really good stuff, and
then the official market, like the municipal market,
right,
which is every day in the city.
Both cities actually.
Yeah.
And of course, let's not forget there's a few co-ops around the island, which you can buy large scale, you know, fruit in boxes basically.
Yeah, check out our wholesale market video on that, where we go shopping big scale. In terms of fruit seasons, we have been here almost a few years ago, and so we experienced the various seasons a little bit, and pretty much from December, January on to May, it's a bit slim pickings. Like you can still get bananas, you get avocados, there's little things here and there, but it's not so exciting. It's the winter and it's the spring. It's not so much growing, you know, and the sun isn't that strong, so the bananas aren't that sweet. So I would recommend going between June and December. June, July, August, that's kind of grapes, melons, figs. It's that kind of time of year. And then from September, October, November, it's mangoes, and then cherimoyas, lots of cherimoyas. And of course, again, bananas and avocados and papayas as well.
The papayas and bananas are going to be better in the summer though, because they get more sun.
Yeah, and the bananas here are really good. They're Cavendish variety, but they're a subtype of the normal Cavendish you'd usually get, and
they're actually way better than Cavendish.
Yeah, they're way well, they are Cavendish, but they're just different from the ones we get up in Europe and United States. They're super tasty. They're like yellow inside. They're really good. Avocados are insane. Basically the fruit quality here on the island is exceptional, because it's volcanic. It's a volcanic island, and it's lots of sunshine, and but not much water, so they have to keep watering it. But they do that, and of course then they get some good quality fruit.
And you get lots of different varieties of mangoes and cherimoyas and papayas and all the different fruits. You get quite a lot of different varieties, and all the different farms might have specialties.
Yeah, and it progresses throughout the season, so you can, you get, first part of the mango season is these mangoes, and then it goes into these mangoes and these mangoes. So over the course of a few months, you get to try quite a lot of different types of mangoes, for example. In terms of prices, it's difficult to give averages, but if we're just going to throw some numbers out there, it's pretty much sort of average. Bananas, €1 per kilo.
Yeah, maximum.
€1. Papayas,
€2.
Yeah. Avocados, €2 per kilo. What else do we have? Cherimoyas, that's probably on the expensive side. It'll be between $2.50 and $3.50 around. Oh, it could even be as much as $4.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's still pretty good. These cherimoyas are insane. So
mangoes or whatever you can get for from down to 150 up to maybe 250.
Euro per kilo. So that's kind of the prices. Organic is a little bit more expensive, but, and by the way, organic is really easy to find here. As we mentioned a few times, there's lots of organic shops around the island. They have lots of good stuff, and it's not just like the organic shops you see in Europe, you know, it's just full of powders and pills. No, it's like they got fruits and vegetables, you know, half the shop is just fresh produce.
Lots of persimmons here as well, for the record.
Yeah. In terms of the climate, it's subtropical. It's pretty good, but it's not perfect in my, you know, in my terms. I like tropical climates. But let's talk about the climate. It varies a lot. This island is very steep, and there's different climate zones, which is why you get a lot of variety of fruits here as well, because different microclimates give different fruits, different seasons, different conditions. You know, it's a good thing. So you can basically choose where you like to stay. If you stay on the dry side of the island, which is the western part, then obviously it's quite dry, blue skies most of the year, sunny, nice. On the other side of the island, the eastern side, you got the trade winds bringing a lot of rain, and you can see the vegetation there is much more lush, laurel rainforest actually, whereas here we're more in a kind of desert type climate. In the north of the island, it's much colder because it's higher up. Here in the south, on the southwest, we're more lower down, and pretty much every 100 meter you go up, there's 1 degree less in temperature. To give an average of, right now we're at 300 meters above sea level, and it's around 15 degrees at night, 20 degrees Celsius during the day. I mean, I'm not gonna give temperatures for the whole year round. You could probably just look up like statistics for Los Llanos or Fuencaliente or Punta Gorda or Santa Cruz, some of the cities on the island.
But let's just say, as long as you're in the sun, it's nice all throughout the year. But it's going to be raining and fairly overcast in the winter time and after, you know, December.
Yeah, so it's basically, it can be a bit miserable basically for the winter part of the year. It's not the perfect place to escape the European winters. You know, it can be pretty chilly and not so nice. But there is more sunshine than Europe, granted. So if you have nowhere else to go, okay. But I'd probably advise going to the tropics if you want to escape the winter.
The summers can be really hot though.
Yeah, in the summer it's really nice. If you're gonna bring a bike or going around on a bicycle, it'll be pretty steep. Just beware. It's very steep, very hilly landscape. You're gonna get some serious leg muscles going on after a little while, which is cool. But it's not like the ideal place to go bike touring like what we did. And that's what we did a few years ago. But it's cool. It's cool. Accommodation-wise, there's a wide range of options. You could go totally wild and just sleep in like caves. There's caves there that you can sleep in actually, or you could go tent, you know, camping with your tent.
Or you could stay at a really great place called Hannes Camping. You can check it up online.
Well, it's called 4011 Camp. That's the name.
Yeah.
But we call it Hannes Camping. It's the owner who's called Hannes.
But anyway, it's a nice place where you could rent a caravan or one of the small houses kind of things there, and there's a lot of cool people there.
Yeah, check out our video on caravan life to see more about the camping place.
And you could also probably rent an apartment for about 300 euros or something like that.
Yeah, if you're doing long term maybe.
Yeah.
Holiday apartment for just a week or 2 weeks or a month, I'd probably say 500 euros a month.
Perhaps.
Something like that.
It's actually quite a lot of buses going around the island, so you don't need to worry much about transport. It's quite cheap and there's buses going in every direction.
Yeah. And you can also rent a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to get around. Not good roads. Alright, so to sum it up, La Palma is a beautiful destination, magical island, full of amazing opportunities for hiking, exploring, swimming in the ocean, even surfing. I hear some people do that. It's a small island. You could see the whole place, you know, if you go around in a car or even hiking around. The nature is really raw, really rough, really strong. The sun is powerful. It's an awesome place. Actually, it's one of our favorite places in the world, but it has to be in the right season, and yeah, climate has to be fitting. Fruit wise, it's awesome. Super high quality fruit, mineral rich soils, cheap prices basically.
Yeah.
Easy to find organic, lots of cool people are interested in organic stuff. If you got any questions about La Palma or the other Canary Islands, if you got, you know, anything you're wondering about at all, fruit in general even, you can post a comment down below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe to stay up to date with more videos about fruit, traveling, different fruity destinations around the world. We're gonna keep you posted on our travels and fruit adventures.
Have a good time. Go to La Palma. It's a cool place. And see you around.